What's up everybody, it's your boy Dingleberry here, back in the garage again with another build series, and today I get extremely frustrated and kill myself. Alright, maybe not really, but I thought about it a couple of times. Today I was going to try to get a couple things done and I'm going to show you them, so we're going to get into that here in a second. But before we get into that, I want to say thank you to everybody who has been supportive of me going to do advertising things again. In my last video I mentioned that people wanted me to step away from doing ads and stuff like that, and you guys were like, fuck that, Dan. So, I want to say today's video is brought to you by Terminator Genesis Future War. If you guys have known me for a long time, you guys know I'm actually a huge Terminator fan. I love Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's one of the very few movie stars that I actually look up to, and I think he's pretty cool. Terminator is one of my favorite movie series, up there with Jurassic Park and Fast and the Furious. Well, this game partners up with Paramount Pictures, the people who make Arnold Schwarzenegger's Terminator, into an exciting new online game. This game just dropped very recently, and it's the first online game where you get to choose who you play as. You can either play as machine or man. That's right, you can choose between Skynet or the humans. There's a ton of new fights with man and machine every day, so there's no chance to get bored with this game. But here's the cool thing, it doesn't really take a whole lot of time up. With some of my other games, I kind of get wrapped up into them and it takes up a lot of my time. This one is just cool to sit around with your friends and chill out and play. And if you download the link via my description, you get an extra 150 coins, which gives you a 100% boost over everybody else. And of course, I play for Skynet, so if you want to hop on with me, we'll go kick some human ass together. I'll be back! Alright guys, you know what time it is? It's time for another build series. This one's like kind of a mini episode because we don't really have a whole lot more to do left. We gotta weld the rear axle in place, we gotta weld the kickstand on, and what else? Also, I got a rear fender that I'm gonna try to mount today, so that'll be cool. And yeah, that's really just the main things that we're gonna try to do today. Maybe set up some of the hoses, it shouldn't be too bad. I actually don't think any of the hoses that I have now are long enough, so I need to go get more tubing. No big deal, we can work around that. But this is where I fucked up last time. I think I left my valve. I don't think I tightened my valve on my welding tank all the way down or something like that. I don't know. But all my gas leaked out and now my gas tank's empty. I just got a new gas tank and I didn't fucking do it right. So now I gotta take it out and go get another gas tank, which thankfully to refill it, it's like 20 bucks, but you know, it's heavy and I gotta drive very far away and it cuts like an hour out of my time. So we need to refill this before we continue. Fuck. I literally just did this like a week ago. It's just that easy. See you in a second. All right. So what I have here is a weld-on kickstand made by TC Bros. I've heard a couple of good things about them. Basically all it is, it's got a concealable locking mechanism. It uses a ball and spring to hold it in place, and it's in there pretty good. It takes quite a bit of effort to kick it out. But basically this just fits around your 1 1/8 inch pipe. They got a, tube for all the internet experts. Basically this is cut to shape your tube already, and you just weld this in place. Actually, it seems pretty nice. I wasn't sure about it at first, but I've heard some good things about it. I just need to figure out, A, the angle of how I'm gonna do this, and 2, where I'm gonna put the kickstand. Now, the way I have it set up, I'd like to do the kickstand about mid-engine right here. So, something like that where I can still reach the kickstand, you know, it won't be a super big problem to get to it. And I'll still have a good bit of clearance right there. But I need to adjust the angle of the bike a little bit. And what's really good about what I have here is that I can just lower the bike ever so slightly by doing this. A little bit. Pretty lean angle for a kickstand right there, let me tell you. I'm thinking right here. I'm thinking about right here, actually. That should be good. So I just need to sand the area down on the tubing, and then I just need to kind of scallop this out a little bit with some sort of sandpaper to make it a little bit more easier to weld in. You always got to prep the surface. think these little tacks will hold it, but let's just see. Hey, look at that. Time to lift it back up, finish up my welds. This thing will be out of its element, meaning that this is the first time that this bike will be a freestanding bike without any sort of supports. Feels good. Let's tighten it up a little bit, but good spot, looks good. Alright guys, true test, true test. God damn, that thing's low as fuck. That's a good spot for that kickstand. I'm very happy with that. Kickstand is on. That was easy. I was really concerned that that wasn't going to be as easy as it was. So a lot of people have asked me, A, why are you running this bike without a rear brake, and 2, why are you locking it in place? I've kind of touched on it a little bit before, but I'll go over it one more time. Basically, the reason why I'm running no rear brake is because it doesn't matter. You don't use your rear brake very much. My Magna doesn't have a rear brake. I've never had a rear brake on that bike, so I'm used to riding bikes without rear brakes. It's nothing new to me. And a lot of people are also weird about the tank style. They don't like the positioning of the tank. I was kind of going for a specific look here. They're called Frisco bobbers. If you just like look at images of them, this is the type of bike that I was really trying to do. I like this style. I like the way this looks, and that's just basically the look I was going for. So that's why I did that. But I like the old school, ragged, no rear brake look. I just like the way it feels. That's why I'm doing no rear brake. Plus, it also helps save some space back here. On top of that, I just think it looks better without a rear brake. One less thing to wire, it looks cool to me. And yeah, I am gonna keep this wheel. At first I didn't like it. I really didn't like this style of wheel. I was gonna go with a different wheel. But the more I look at it, the more it's kind of grown on me. And I think that if I were to do these wheels in red or black, they'll look really good. I'm thinking red with white walls, but I don't know yet. I haven't decided. So next I will fixate the rear axle in place, and just using this 1-inch OD 3/8 inch ID tubing. So I'm just gonna worry about the outside of it until I get my sprocket done. That's the only thing that's holding me back right now, is my sprocket is currently at the machine shop being turned. I'm shaving 8 millimeters off of it so I can get the appropriate flocculation of the angulars. So, but basically what I'm gonna do is measure here. I need about 3/4 of an inch on this side and about 3/4 of an inch on this side. So 2 pieces of piping or tubing, I'm really bad about that today. 2 pieces of tubing that are each 3/4 of an inch in length. I can just weld those in place and that'll become my axle retentioner? I don't know what you want to call it. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm actually gonna do 2 at 7/8. I'm gonna do 2 at 7/8 of an inch. Some of you guys might remember, I was using these bars as just a placeholder until I found what bars I was actually gonna use. They're not really bars, it's just a piece of steel tubing. Doesn't really mean anything. And I said we were gonna do 7/8 of an inch twice, so 7/8 is right there. Cut one from both sides. No. And there we go, 2 perfect wheel spacers. Or axis spacers, whatever. Perfect spacing on that. I mean, it's just perfectly snug. Alright, I think it's time for me to take a break on the builds for a little while. At least from the build episodes. There won't be any more build episodes after this one because the frustration is real. It's hard for me to record and do certain things, and I'm getting really frustrated, I'm getting really worn out, I'm getting really tired trying to do things on and off camera. And I am going to no longer record anything else. You guys got the majority of the bike that's done. There's only, the only thing I have to do now is figure out a mount for the front controls. Put the sprocket on, do all the hosing, do all the oil piping, do all the oil hoses, electrics, and the battery box, and the tank stoppers. I need to figure out a way to weld on some stoppers to keep the bars from hitting the tank. Those are all super minor stuff. It's not going to be exciting to watch at all. This is the last episode you'll see of the build series. No more of this particular build. The next episode of this you'll see is either me riding it like it is, or B, after it's powder coated. I haven't decided which one yet. I'll probably just sneak to the reveal. There's a lot of stuff I gotta do off camera, really small stuff that's not gonna be exciting to see. And it's getting very hard for me to do these small things on camera. I'm getting very frustrated. And it's just a lot of work that goes a lot off camera that you guys don't see. It's hard. But, I do have another project coming up very soon. Very soon. As soon as I get this one done, I'm going to be switching off to a new motorcycle and we'll be getting on that project ASAP. And that build won't be a full frame up, so there won't be nearly as much fabrication work. And that one will be really quick, and I'll be selling that bike. Instead of, this one's from a frame up customization. I'm not necessarily sure I trust this bike enough to sell it to someone else. Also, I don't know how I'm going to register it. I might just ride it without registration, we'll see. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I have to do that is just not gonna be fun on camera, and I can't do it. I can't do it right now. Plus, I got 650 IB. He's on the way right now. He's gonna bring in his Ninja H2 and probably some other bikes, and we're gonna have fun. So I gotta cut this short here. You guys will be expecting those Ninja H2 videos coming very soon. Also, this video is being released on Tuesday morning. This Tuesday, today, when this video is being released, there is a meetup at Wild Motorcycles. The address is in the description. 5 p.m. So if you want to be there, come on out. It'll be me, 650 IB, a spin with Finn, and maybe a few other people, but it won't be like a big meetup. There'll just be a bunch of people hanging out. There'll be a ride afterwards, something like that. So yeah, if you want to come out, that'd be great. If not, whatever, doesn't hurt my feelings. But like I said, next episode of this stupid bike, you'll see it either. Yeah, you'll see it riding one way or another. I don't give a fuck. Spay and neuter your cats.